Good morning, everyone. How you doing? And today I'm gonna do a video about car truck guns and the ones I would choose if I was going to carry a car or truck gun or trunk gun. Call it what you want. A long gun for your sidearm. Now, quickly, I'm going to go over the rules on what I think should be a good car truck gun. And keep in mind, when I put this list together, remember where I live. I live in New York State. So a lot of the stuff that you people can carry freely over down the southeast, the southwest, the midwest, in free America, a lot of stuff we can't carry here where I am. And I will go over that briefly. So I kind of made a list that kind of incorporates both free America and where I live, but mostly where I live because it's where I live. Wasn't easy. I've been giving this very, very much thought. As you know from my previous videos, I love the idea of keeping a car or truck gun because I believe in liberty and I believe in freedom and I believe that only you know what's best for your family or yourself, not a government or a law enforcement agency. And if you think this video is about LEO bashing, well, I've been one for over 20 years, so there goes that bashing right there. But I'm going to quickly go over my rules of a car or truck gun. For me, my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Number one, it cannot be a handgun. I'm sorry, it cannot be a handgun. In a day where we have all kinds of handguns, ranging from the very, very small Derringer to the very big Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum, you could find a gun that fits your person real easy. You have all kinds of holsters for a lot of the popular models, inside the waistband, outside the waistband. Out-of-body carry, purse carry, or a laptop. I mean, there's just all kinds of ways to hold a handgun now. I mean, I'm sorry, but there should be no reason to keep one of these in your car. They come in different sizes, shapes, colors. There's no reason to keep a handgun in your car. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that one. I'm sorry, but a handgun will get you to your long gun if you need it. This has to be on you because if things go bad, chances are you're not going to be by a car. Or maybe you will, but if you get carjacked, you're not going to run to your trunk and get your long gun. It's not going to happen. That's why handguns need to be on you. And like I said, if you one of those people who leave a handgun in the car because your place of employment won't let you carry on duty, well, that doesn't make it a car gun. I mean, you just find a safe place for it so you can have it when you get out of work. That's something different. So rule number one, it cannot be a handgun. Rule number two, it has to be $500 or less. Now maybe you have money to throw away, maybe you have it like that. If you do, God bless you. The sky's the limit. But for someone like me, who's the breadwinner of the family, and I have a wonderful, awesome stay-at-home wife who watches my daughter and makes sure she has all the needs taken care of, it's a major blessing. But I am the breadwinner of a family, so I gotta be budget-minded. And you always say, well, how much can you put a price on safety? That's true, but still, if a car gets stolen on my car, it's a lot easier for me to replace a $500 and under gun as opposed to a $1,000 AR or $3,000 FN SCAR. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Again, if you have it like that, God bless you. Carry what you want. For me, I'm not going over $500 because if it gets stolen, one, I gotta replace it. I mean, granted, it's not gonna be as painful, but still, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off if a felon has one of my guns and committing crimes with it. or trying to sell it off for something else. It's not going to sit well with me. So you can make it at least painful as possible. So number one, can't be a handgun. Two, $500 and under. I won't include tax. That's not a big deal. Three, it has to be the states you border. Will they let you carry that same gun across state lines? Is it legal? Can you do it? Now, where I live in New York, I border 5 states. And where I live in New York State, I literally border 4 of those 5 states within a 70-mile radius. I am 25 miles away from Connecticut border. I am about 45 miles away from the Massachusetts border. I'm about 55 miles away from the New Jersey border. And I'm about 65 away from the Pennsylvania border. And the other one is Vermont. That's only about 135 miles away from me. So you got to take that into account. I mean, for me, Vermont's not a big deal. Vermont is about as, even despite the insane gun legislation they actually just passed in their state, Lord help them, they're still the most gun-friendly state on the East Coast and one of the most in the country. Same thing with Pennsylvania. We call Pennsylvania the Alabama of the North. You have Philadelphia and you got Pittsburgh, but everything else in the middle is like going to Alabama or Georgia. It's like being in a southern state. That's not a problem. Here in New York, I'm an LEO. I'm exempt from a lot of ridiculous, insane gun laws, but I also try to make this list for civilians also. And even though I'm an LEO, once I cross state lines, I do not carry my LEO status. Even though I carry them to 218 for long guns, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game for long guns. So I got to abide by their state's laws also. Massachusetts, you need a permit to carry a long gun. And of course, there are certain criteria to what you can have there too. Connecticut is not so bad. There are a good list of long guns you can carry. You don't need a permit. But, I mean, there are a lot of things you can't carry in Connecticut either. And, of course, New Jersey, you must forget about New Jersey. New Jersey's just brutal. But, to be fair, if you get the, correct me if I'm wrong, people in New Jersey, help me out here. You can't carry a long gun if you go to New Jersey State Police Barracks and apply, I think, for what they call a firearms identification card or a long gun carry card. Help me out here. I used to know this stuff. But I know Governor Murphy just punched a bunch of gun legislation, so I'm not sure how it works now. So, that's my dilemma right there. So, I have a few states that are awesome. One is kind of in the middle, and 2 which are pretty brutal. And of course, is Canada, and that's a whole different ballgame. So, again, not a handgun. Under $500. You can carry it to other states. And the fourth one, who was the fourth one now? Fourth one. Oh, it's portable. I've talked about this in my other video. I've seen a lot of these long gun videos, these truck gun videos, and the one thing no one ever takes into account is, can you take it with you if your car becomes disabled? What happens if you get into an accident and your car has to be towed? Are you going to leave your gun in the car? When you have Enterprise come and pick you up if you need to get somewhere? I mean, just think about that. If your car gets vandalized, it has to be towed. Bad weather. A bad storm knocks a tree in your car and your car is disabled. You have to get it towed. Or you're snowed in. You get snowed in somewhere. Your car breaks down. Your battery goes. 2 flat tires. Alternator goes. Are you going to leave your car there? You leave your gun in the car? I'm sorry. I have a big problem with that. So having a gun that's portable is also a big deal. So those are my 4 rules. And for this sake of this video, the 5th rule for this video is, this is a car or truck gun in non-emergency times. What I mean by that is, we're not under martial law, we're not in the middle of a civil war, we're not in the middle of a foreign invasion, we don't have a Hurricane Katrina type situation or a San Francisco earthquake type situation where things can get real hairy and emergency services are not an option for you because they're maxed out to the limit. This is for non-emergency times. If what if something jumps off, like an active shooter or a school shooting, or for whatever reason where you need a long gun. So those are my 5 rules for this video. And like I said, this list was not easy. There's some guns I'm going to have that I'm going to show you, and the other guns I would put in this list that I don't have, that I have shot, that I feel comfortable with. They're good enough. Alright, the first one, I'm going to divide this into 2, is a 12 gauge shotgun. This is a model 311 Joshua Stevens double barrel shotgun. Now, I'm not advocating this particular model. I'm just advocating the double barrel shotgun in general. Whether it's a 12 gauge or 20 gauge, you gotta figure out what is best for you, what you can handle, what you're good at. The good thing about this is I bought this used for $149. Even if you try to buy a double barrel shotgun now, a lot of the ones that Stoger sells, they're under $500. So, and the used market on these, they don't seem to get real good resale. So, if you find one of these used, you can easily buy them under $300. Like I said, the good thing about this, it's not a handgun. It's good in all 50 states. There isn't a state I know that does not allow you to have a double barrel shotgun. From there is, someone correct me, educate me, help me out. No ego here. So it's cheap, it's not a handgun, good in all states, and it's portable. All you gotta do is take this piece off right here, and there it is. You can easily fit these 3 pieces into a small gym bag, duffel bag. It is not that hard. And the other thing about this, they're easy to use. I mean, it's very hard. It is very hard to find something more simpler than a double barrel shotgun, unless it's a single shot. The only problem with this is capacity. It's 2 rounds. You definitely going to keep some type of side saddle, Velcro side saddle, or tie side saddle around your stock here if you need it. And what's the other negative about this? Capacity. Well, if you're going to use a double barrel shotgun, get one that has ejectors, where if you have to replace the 2 shells, the old ones come flying out when you open this. The last thing you want to do is have to wrestle the old shells out and you get new shells in. You want these old shells out right away so you can load in 2 more shells. So double barrel shotgun is a good choice, I think. I don't care what gauge it is. You gotta be able to shoot it no matter what you are. And the second part to the 12 gauge shotgun is a, oh boy, here we go. There we go. There we go. Is a pump shotgun. This is a Remington 870. Now, I'm not talking about this model in particular. This is pretty loaded up. It's well over $500. But just to have a simple 12 gauge shotgun with a side saddle and sling, you can easily find one of these brand new for under $500. You can find a whole bunch of these used for a lot lower than this. There's so many variations of the Remington 870, but if you want something for the Mossberg 500 series, I recommend that also. New England Firearms makes some good stuff. Winchester makes some good shotguns also. Who else out there? The Maverick 88, which is a Mossberg model anyway. Those, you can buy those brand new for $250. It's a basic shotgun, but it works. They work. It's made by Mossberg. They work great. Again, you can find these newer used, well under $500. It's obviously not a handgun. They're good in all 50 states where I know. I mean, is there a state out there that does not allow a pump action shotgun? Again, if you know something I don't know, leave a comment in the box. I would love to get some more input. If you got some education for me, give it to me. And the good thing about these, they're versatile. Just like the 12 gauge, birdshot, buckshot, slugs. Very easy to use. It's not as easy as a 12 gauge, but why I would carry this over at 12 gauges, capacity. This is 6 plus 1, 7. That's more than triple what a double barrel shotgun does. And you get a sight saw like this, you have 13 shots ready to go. The other thing is, it's not as simple as a double barrel, but if you have put many rounds down range like I have over the years, a pump action shotgun is awesome to have as a truck gun. And it is portable. You know, I wouldn't keep a basic stock from a stock like this, or the basic stock for my shotgun. It was a truck gun. I would get probably one of those overfolder stocks you see, the ones that it works the exact opposite of a underfold stock on an AK-47. I know I've seen Remington built them on their 870s. It folds over real easy. Or if you want to get one from ATI, it folds sideways. That would be good too, because once you fold that stock, it's a lot easier to carry. And if that's not good enough, the magazine comes off. You can take the barrel off, and it's not as easy as a double barrel shotgun, but it is doable. So that's one right there. That's another one right there. These are not in any order either. I'm not doing these in any particular order. I'm just naming stuff that I would consider carrying. Like I said, because where I live, it's a little harder for me than for you people in free America. Another one I like is the Ruger 1022, particularly the takedown model. Why? It's portable, and it comes with a bag. Or if you don't want to use that bag because of the logo in the back of the bag, this fits in the gym bag real easy, or some backpacks. Again, there are many different variations of the Ruger 1022. There are many different variations of the Ruger 1022 takedown. Now this is on the higher end, but it still comes under $500 brand new, which means used. You could find these real easy in the market. So it's cheap, and they're legal in all 50 states from what I know. Just about. I mean, here where I live in New York State, you couldn't have one of these in New York City because the round capacity is only good for 4 to 5 rounds. But other than New York City, maybe Washington D.C., where else is the Ruger 1022 illegal? I can't think of any other place other than my hometown in New York City, and maybe D.C. I'm not really sure, but 50 state right here, under $500, cheap to buy, cheap to shoot. Depending where you live, you get one of those 25 round magazines. You are good to go. You have plenty of firepower, and I like the 1022 also. What else? Let's see. So it's portable, it's cheap, it's good in all 50 states. This fits the bill for me. And another one I like that I don't have with me that I would also recommend would be the Ruger PC9. It is a 9mm takedown rifle just like this. Very similar to this. It splits in half. And because it does not have a pistol grip or a bayonet lug, that's pretty much good in most of the 50 states, even where I live, because the rules here for civilians in New York and Connecticut are pretty much identical, as well as Massachusetts. So because the PC9 carbine does not have a pistol grip, does not have a flash hider or bayonet lug, it should be good in all 50 states, and you have a bigger caliber than the 22 rifle. And if you carry a 9mm handgun, then you have a true companion for your 9mm handgun. Is the Marlin Papoose. Marlin Papoose is also a takedown. It's similar to this. It's actually lighter than the 1022, if you believe it or not. You just unscrew the barrel from what I've seen, and that's it. 2 pieces. You can put that in a duffel bag. Very cheap to buy. Doesn't have a pistol grip or a bayonet lug or a flash on it, so they're pretty much good in all 50 states from what I know, other than New York City. Another one I like is the AR-7 Henry rifle. If you've seen that, it's pretty much the rifle's broken down and you could put all the pieces in its stock. So this is basically what you're carrying around right here. And the best thing about that, it floats also. So if you need water and you lose in the water, well, it's going to float. The Henry rifle, under $400, brand new. Probably get one with $200 used. Very simple. The only thing I like about the Henry rifle, it's a little bit more time consuming to put together than a Ruger 1022 or the PC9. And when things are going bad, the last thing you want to have to do is fumble putting a gun together to try to save a life. So I like the Ruger 1022 as well as the other 2 I mentioned. So that's how many guys we get there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 right there. Another one I like is the kel.tec Sub 2000. I am a Glock handgun guy. This fits the Glock magazines. You can get these custom to fit your Smith & Wesson M&P, the Smith & Wesson 5000 series, I believe, the Beretta 92, the SIG 226, and either 9mm or 40 caliber for all those variations. Again, despite the high price of these, they still come under $500 brand new. A lot cheaper used, obviously. Well, not that much cheaper because they're so high in demand, but you can get these for under $40 used in the gun store. Very portable. Very, very portable. When you can put a gun in a backpack like this, you're in good hands. This is very mainstream. Or if you want to get a different color, if you want to put a gym bag, you can easily hide a kel.tec Sub 2000. Like I said, this is a true companion for my Glock. Folds out. It's still very, very, very light weight, very portable. The only problem with this, because it has a pistol grip, for civilians in New York State, it is illegal. It's also illegal in Connecticut and probably Massachusetts and Jersey also. Again, if you know something, correct me if I'm wrong. I definitely know in New Jersey, New York, well, I definitely know in Connecticut and New York, these are definitely illegal. Probably Jersey. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but great companion for your handgun, great companion for my Glock pistol. This is why I'm putting this up there. Another one that I like would be the High Point rifle. Now you're saying, oh my God, he said the High Point. Listen, I know the handguns look like, right? I know they're big, they're bulky, they're ugly, they're dirt cheap, and they're throwaway guns. But hey, the reason why they use those throwaway guns is because they do work, even if it is to commit crime. So, but the rifle is actually a very nice rifle. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than this. It doesn't fold, but it comes under $400. You get them in 9mm, 40 caliber, or 45. So if you want something more than a 9, then a High Point rifle may be right for you if you want to shoot a 40 or 45. Again, with that gun, it has a pistol grip, so it may be illegal in a lot of the northeast states here. Again, I'm trying to make a list for both you free people and for the people who live up here in the dreaded Northeast. So a High Point rifle would be another one I would consider for a good car truck gun. Again, this is for non-emergency times. So, kel.tec Sub 2K is another one I like. So let's see, we've had the High Point rifle, we've had the Sub 2K, we've had the 1022, we've had the Papoose, the R7, double barrel, the pump shotgun, and last but not least, the TAC 14. Now, I know what you're saying. It's a shotgun. Yes, it is. It's a 12 gauge pump shotgun like my Remington 870. Yes, you are right. You said in your videos this is a shotgun. Yes, but here's the thing. The ATF says different. The ATF says this is a firearm. So, here in New York, it is legal for a civilian to buy these without the tax stamp. The $5 one or the whatever the other one is, the $500 tax stamp, the insane tax for using your Second Amendment rights. Brand new. Whether it's this or the Shockwave in 10 or 20 gauge. Under $400. Cheaper even used. Very small, very portable. You can fit in the gym bag really easy. Lots of firepower. 13 rounds here. Actually, no, I'm sorry. 11 rounds. This is 4. In the Remington version, it is 4 plus 1. Plus I got 6 more rounds here. That's 11 rounds. That should be plenty of firepower to get the job done or get you to a safer space. Now the only problem with these are brand new to the market. We're still trying to figure out whether these are legal or not legal. I've seen online that they're legal in New Jersey. I think they're legal in Connecticut. And I haven't found out about Massachusetts yet. But still, for me, that would be 4 of the 5 states where this is legal around me. It's portable. It's cheap. And I can carry this around real easily. If I wanted to wear a trench coat or carry it in the backpack or duffel bag, I could do it with this thing. So, yes, it's a Remington 870, but this is the TAC 14 is considered a firearm under the ATF laws and not a shotgun like the regular size Remington 870 is. Like I said, the Shockwave is also good. It's a Mossberg. Whether you choose to carry the 500 series or the 870, you are good to go. I like these very much. So, let's see. So we've had, how much I give you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm giving you 8 truck car guns that I would consider carrying in my car truck. Now, if you're asking me which one would I take, I really don't know. I really don't know. Because of the rules here in the Northeast, it's hard to say. Now, if I was living in free America, where you live in the Southeast or the Southwest, because I like carrying Glock pistols, I would probably go with one or two things. Either the kel.tec Sub 2000, because it's a perfect companion for my Glock pistols, whether it's my 19, or my 17, even my 26, because I always carry extra mags around with that. That's not so bad. I either carry this, or I carry the TAC 14, because it's more powerful than a 9mm rifle, and plenty of power here. Remember, part of carrying a truck gun too is 1, to take out the active shooter. That's it. Or 2, get you out of a tense situation. Not necessarily go to battle, but just show the presence. Hey, back off, leave me alone, and get yourself to safety, and then call the police and be a good citizen. Because you just never know. I mean, the way things are going in the country now, you could be in a downtown city, somewhere like Portland, and find yourself in the middle of chaos. Let's just use it as an example. I'm not very familiar with the Oregon laws. We're just going to use it as an example. And they may want to surround you. They may try to keep. I guarantee you, they will stop approaching you. So, if I was living in free America, I think I'd carry one of these two right here. Either the kel.tec Sub 2000 or the TAC 14. Now, where I live in the Northeast, what would I carry? That's hard. It's still hard for me to figure out, because the rules around my border states are such. It's very annoying. I wouldn't be able to carry the kel.tec because it's considered an assault weapon in a lot of states, like Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Jersey. That's tough. I think for to be on the safe side, I'd probably stick with the Ruger 1022 if it's living in the Northeast. Either the Ruger 1022 or the regular size Remington 870, because I know those two guns are good in all the states around me. That I know. Now, if I ever find out that all 5 states accept this firearm, then I would probably carry this, just because of its size. It's easy. I know we have some wildlife here in the Northeast, but I'm not exactly in Alaskan grizzly bear country either, or polar bear country. So, you know, although wildlife could be an issue, mainly here it's coyotes. That's really it. Coyotes, black bear, but black bear don't bother you. I mean, I'll let you go near its cubs. I'm not worried about black bear. I'm not worried about much about wildlife, but if I had to, that's what I'd carry. If I know that TAC 14 is going to be good in the 5 states that border my state, that's the one I'm going to carry. But for now, in the Northeast, I'm either going to carry the regular size Remington 870 with the overfold grip stock, or the Ruger 1022, because I know those two guns are just good everywhere I go. Is the Ruger 1022 my ideal truck gun? No, it's not. I like it. I like it very much. It just isn't. And despite you could take the Remington 870 down, break it down, it's still annoying to carry. It's still a little bit big. So there's pros and cons to everything. Let me know what you think. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know. But as soon as I find out all 5 states accept this, this will be my full-time car truck gun. Until then, it's really going to be the 1022, because it's just easy to carry. Alright folks, no matter what you carry in your car or truck, practice and train hard with it. Protect your loved ones. If you don't do it, no one else will do it for you. Stay safe. Be blessed, and we'll talk to you next video.